What's up, guys? Welcome to a very special episode. If you can't tell already, I'm sitting in the Clarion Builds NSX. The folks over at Clarion were kind enough to let me do a quick little review of this car. So I'm down here in Southern California. Just went to Clarion's headquarters in Cypress. And now we're up here in the canyons just north of Cypress. And I gotta say, I am very, very excited to be driving this heavily modified, fully built NSX. So a little bit more info about the car. It is, of course, a 1991 Acura NSX, the same model year as mine. The difference is mine is completely bone stock. This one is essentially what I want to call a no expenses spared full build. Now, you could argue that there are certain areas where this car could be modified to an even higher level than it already is, but that's not really the point of this car. The point of this car is not a full built track car. It's not, you know, a full-on show car either. The point is pretty much to get the car up to a modern level of performance and looks and usability and comfort. Firstly, this car has 231,000 original miles. However, the engine and transmission were both swapped out of a 2004 NSX, which is known as the NA2 model. And so this has the 3.2 liter V6 as well as a 6-speed transmission. So besides the engine and transmission swap, this has the Comtech supercharger. It's running on flex fuel. At the moment, it's running mostly E85. It has a full AEM custom exhaust, as well as an AEM Infinity 6, I believe, ECU. It's been custom tuned to produce about 400 horsepower at the wheels. Compare that to the original 220 horsepower that the engine with 230,000 miles on it originally made. It's got the downforce front fenders, widened about 2 inches at each corner to house the 18 by 9 inch Volk ZE40 wheels and 19 by 9 inch wheels in the rear, and it's running Michelin Pilot Super Sports all around with a 225 in the front and a 265 in the back. It's also lowered on KWV3 coilovers. This car also has a StopTech big brake kit, which is a very welcome upgrade from the stock brakes, which are 2 piston in the front, single piston in the rear. These are 4 pistons all around with 328 millimeter rotors. And it has a host of other small aero upgrades here and there. The downforce NSXR style rear spoiler, downforce side skirts. And of course, this car has been repainted with, I forget the name of the specific color, but it's a blue color from Lamborghini that they offer on the Huracan, apparently. It's a timeless design to begin with, but the host of upgrades that they've done to this car make it just look absolutely stunning in person. And of course, a fully done up interior, rewrapped the original leather seats. It's got this really nice Clarion head unit, as well as the Clarion surround eye, basically 360 degree cameras, and of course a really, really nice audio system, which obviously I'm not going to test that for you today. It also has a rewrapped steering wheel by Euro Boutique, so it's got a nice thick grip to it. But enough talk about the car. You guys are fully capable of reading a spec sheet. Let's see how this thing really handles in the canyons. Holy! Wow, these brakes are good. You can just stomp on them. Michelin Pilot Super Sports, plenty of grip. Wow, these brakes. Almost more impressive than the supercharged engine. Great suspension trouble too. Yeah, it's really not too stiff. The KWV3s are pretty renowned amongst the NSX community for being a really good coilover for mixed street and track use. And I gotta say, in the canyons, yeah, they handle really, really well. The dampening is just right for the mid to small bumps. It doesn't rattle the car in any way. It doesn't upset the chassis. You can feel everything, but it still has a damp quality to it. One of the favorite things I love about the stock NSX suspension, and this just gives you more body control, less body roll, but still gives you that same level of communication when you start to push the car. Yep, 400 wheel horsepower on E85, that sounds about right. The car still only weighs around 3,200 pounds, which is about 200 pounds heavier than it was when it was brand new, but still, I mean, that's pretty light by today's standards. And the car with 400 horsepower at the wheels, power to weight ratio absolutely perfect. I don't think I'd want any more power than this, but now that I've experienced this, I don't think I can really go back to my 270 horsepower stock 3-liter. Holy shit. Handles the high-speed sweepers really well. The hairpins are a bit of a workout with the unassisted steering, especially with the heavier wheels at the front. It makes the steering a little heavier even than stock. Oh man, the way the engine pulls you out of corners at low revs even, so much more torque than the stock motor. Just the throttle response is a night and day difference as well. The stock throttle response of the 91 model is just, it's more relaxed. It is ultimately a GT car, whereas this, the instant you touch the throttle, it revs up. Oh my god, how am I going to go back to my car now? I made a promise to myself and my significant other that I would not modify my NSX until much, much later. But now, I just don't know. I don't know. And that sound. Custom AEM exhaust doing its job. In conclusion, what do I really love about this car? What do I not like about it? Again, it's not a full-on track build, so it's not designed for ultimate, handling, ultimate performance. This is essentially still a street car, right? So it has to be streetable, which it absolutely is with the suspension and comfort upgrades that have been done to it. Clarion has really elevated the level of this car, not only in straight line performance and also the handling department with the coilovers, the bigger tires, more mechanical grip, but it's not just the performance that has been enhanced. Like I said, this car is a lot more usable than a stock NSX in terms of having creature comforts. The upgrades that Clarion has done here have really brought this car into the 21st century. I would argue that this car, in many ways, is just as drivable as, say, a brand new Porsche Cayman. And let's be honest, it has a lot more presence than a Cayman as well. So I guess the real question is, should you spend, say, 30 to 40 grand on a high mileage original NSX, and let's say double that number to get it up to a performance level and a comfort level and an aesthetic level like Clarion has done here, or at least somewhere along those lines. Maybe not quite at the level of this car, but let's say for 60 to 70 grand you could build a car similar in theory to this one. This NSX has the style, it has the attitude, it has the sound, it has the straight line performance, it has the usability. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's gonna be sad when I finally have to hand the keys back. Just listen to that engine. There's a tad of supercharger whine, but it's not intrusive. Still got that high revving VTEC howl. Still revs to 8,000 easily. Sounds glorious on the downshifts. Alright. Even though I've got the AC running, I am starting to sweat in this thing. It's just such a thrill ride, honestly. It really transforms the tame nature of the stock NSX into a completely different level. I think this thing would easily give a Ferrari 360, maybe even a 430 a run for its money around a racetrack. This is a really great comprehensive build. There's a lot of guys out there who will modify their NSX to be a hardcore track weapon, or they'll stance it out, slap some 19-inch wheels on it and make it look the part but not necessarily go the part. This car is, like I said, it's a full-on build. It really transforms the car into something that can be enjoyed on a daily basis, on the racetrack, in the canyons. Hell, even in traffic, it's got really nice surround cameras. You have great visibility. I mean, what else could you want? So I'd like to thank Clarion USA for giving me this amazing opportunity to go for a quick little ride in in their most recent project car. Really impressed with what they've done here. Again, I will provide the full modifications list in the video description. So if you guys out there are looking to build an all-around NSX, check it out. I highly recommend you use this as a baseline for what a properly fully built NSX should feel like. So thanks guys for watching my video. If you liked it, please comment and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.